So, what inspired you to become a journalist, and when did you decide to do it?
It was not like a decision that I made on one day. It was just like a thought that I had like when I used to read the news, and I become like more and more interested in what was happening in the world, and it was just like at the time that I had to decide what to study, I decided it because it was like a part of my life actually. So it was not like a different thing to like start studying something that you don't really know if you like. I knew that I would like that, so that's why I decided it.
Okay, but like, what kind of a journalist do you want to be? Like when you start, more like sports, economy, politics.
I love like talking with people and like knowing personal stories. So maybe just like
Different mix?
yeah. I don't really need like to specialize in something like sports, but
so more like interviewer.
yes,
Like,
I would like that.
oh, okay. So if you could choose any event after the World War II that you could report at, what event would it be?
Wow, there has happened lots of things, but one that I would really like to know more and like maybe have been there somehow would be all the Bosnian War in Sarajevo and also Srebrenica, like all the genocide that was going on there. I just became more interested in that because of my Erasmus here, and it's like an issue that we haven't not been explained in our schools. Like it's not something that we really know what happened there, and I think it would have been a lot more important to speak about it in Europe.
Yes, so more people would know it outside.
Yes.
So like, how do you think AI would or will affect your future job? Are you scared that it will affect
No,
it?
I'm not that much scared, but I think it will affect all the jobs we have now, and we have to adapt to it. Maybe it can help us doing more automatic pressures, like things that are just repetitively, just like if you do an interview, then you can transcript it automatically, and you don't need to be there listening to everything. But I think nowadays it's more and more important to have journalists and that can have their own view and not some kind of massive or universal view that AI pretends to have, but it's not authentic and really need that.
Especially because you want to work with people, you're sure that's...
Yes, okay. Robots cannot replace it.
Is there anything that could stop you from being a journalist? Something like politicians or entrepreneurs who threaten you or want you to lie, to protect them from the truth?
Yeah, that's happening a lot nowadays, but for me personally, it doesn't stop me because I think I'm just starting. So for me, it's everything is new, and I don't really feel that pressure in politics. It's more like the reverse of this situation, that it makes me want to do it more, not less, because it's even more necessary nowadays than it was before all this was happening in the world.
Okay. Do you think you'll be a journalist for the rest of your life, or should I say until your retirement?
I don't really know that. It's a difficult question, and I would like to have the answer, but I don't know. And I think that journalism and humanities, that I'm also doing humanities, really opens you lots of doors and different paths to have. So maybe I just work in communications in a museum or something, or maybe I can be also teaching. So I don't know if I will be a journalist or like.
Okay. Would you recommend studying abroad to other journalism students?
Yes, I would definitely recommend it. It's you have a totally different perspective of the world and different parts of the world, how people just live there, and you can learn a lot from that.
What's the difference between studying in Barcelona and studying in Ljubljana?
I think in Barcelona we have like more like kind of assignments to do, or like also I'm not doing the same subjects here that I do in Barcelona, because here I'm doing like optative subjects, like you can elective courses I'm doing. So I have chosen what I'm really interested in, and in Barcelona I had to do like all the general subjects that were in the learning agreement. So.
Where do you intend to work after you finish college?
I will intend to work in some media outlets, and I will try. Also now lots of journalists in Barcelona are retiring, so maybe this way like there is an opportunity for more young journalists there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you been to Lake Bled, and if so, did you try Kačičnik?
I went there and I couldn't try because we tried to hike a mountain, and we kind of get lost there, and then we didn't have enough time to try the traditional dessert. I will have to go there again.
Yes,
so.
absolutely. Okay. What is the most surprising thing you have learned about Slovenians since you arrived?
That you are really nice persons. You are really kind and open to share your questions, and you like to share your experience here. So that has been really nice and welcome.
Okay. What was the hardest thing to get used to in Slovenia?
Like, kind of people look you different when you speak in English and you don't know your own language, which is like normal. I can understand it, but when you just arrive to one place, you're a little bit afraid of trying to speak your language. So it was kind of the most different thing that I found.
Okay. Why did you choose Slovenia as your Erasmus destination instead of a large or more well-known country?
That could be a reason that it's not that well known, and I wanted to know more about this country. And also I love nature, and you have lots of nature here, and it really like brings you lots of opportunities to do things, to go to different places, not that really far. Like you can experience lots of different places with only like catching the train or a bus, but you don't need planes or this huge traveling that some people love.
Yes. What expectations did you have about Slovenia, its culture, and its people before coming here?
They had already told me that were nice people, and something that really surprised me was that you are really sensibilized with the Catalan issues. Like people really know what is Catalonia and like our political issues. So that's different from other countries where I've been.
Okay. So do you have any Slovenian friends, or do you spend most of your time with other Erasmus students?
I have to say, more time with other Erasmus students, but I also meet some Slovenian people, like also young family, and they are really nice, and they have invited me to their places, so it's really good to have them.
If someone offered you a job here in Slovenia and the salary was good, would you take it or rather stay in Spain or travel the world?
Maybe I would take it just to try this new opportunity, and nowadays it's difficult to have good conditions anywhere in the world, so if you have the opportunity, you can try it if you like it.
Okay. What do you miss the most about Spain, and don't overthink it?
My dog. Definitely, I miss him a lot.
What's its name?
Nuki.
Okay. What, if anything, will you miss the most when you return back to home?
I think the sense of freedom that you can have here, because you don't have like that established routine, and you can try new things every week, and that when you are like with your family, with your friends, it's more difficult to find like this, to plan a trip in a week of advance. Like you normally you don't have that much availability, and you don't have this also this
Freedom.
yeah. Like here you really feel that you have to do things because it is like a short period of time of your life, so you have to experience it a lot, and sometimes when you're at home you just don't really care very much about it.
Yes. What is the weirdest thing you always carry with you?
What is the weirdest thing? I don't know. I always bring my earrings and my rings on my hands, but I don't know if that's that much weird.
Do you like the meme 6-7? Do you use it?
I don't use it, but I know about it and it's funny.
Okay. And for the last question, do you find Slovenian men attractive?
I feel more attractive Catalan men, but
Okay.
Slovenians are good too.
Okay. Thank you for today.
Thank you
I
very
hope
much.
you had fun.
Yes, I did. I hope you enjoyed.